Terry, can you tell us when you first got the idea of building this aircraft?
Well, it goes back to the 1960s when I was at school. I was always interested in aeroplanes anyway, and then they made the film The Battle of Britain in 1968. Like a lot of people, I became hooked. Studied it a lot after I left school, and around about 1981 decided perhaps to do a cockpit section. The only thing is I got carried away and ended up building the whole aeroplane, which took 28 years in total.
So how long did the planning for the build take?
Around about 8 years.
And then 20 years for the build?
Yeah.
Perhaps you can tell us what mark of aircraft it is?
Yeah, it's a Mark IX Spitfire, based on 64 fighter squadron, and the pilot was Mr. Tony Cooper, Flight Lieutenant, which I became really good friends with, who lived in Lowestoft, and sadly passed away 5 years ago at 101 years old. This will always stay in his colours and represent his squadron.
And the original aircraft it's based on, can you tell us where that is now?
Yes, the original to this is in Italy in a museum there, which was found and restored back in the early 90s, and it's in the Italian colours.
And have you got any idea how much it cost you to build this aircraft?
I haven't. It's when I started this, you've done a lot of swapping around for bits and pieces. So, you know, money side of it is very difficult to put a finger on. It's the hours what you put into it more than anything.
So how much of the actual aircraft is real Spitfire? How much did you have to make?
On this one, it's about 70% original plane. All my work is on the internals, what you never ever see anymore.
And the Mk 805 number that's on the side of it,
yeah,
that relates to the original aircraft?
Yes, it relates to the original aircraft. That would have been the production number for the aircraft.
And what about the markings on it? We see these black and white stripes on it.
These
what
stripes
do they represent?
Were representing D-Day, June 1944. And 64 Squadron was one of the first squadrons over on D-Day.
What are your plans for the future then?
Well, my son's deeply involved, and hopefully I'll pass a lot of this on to him to run it, take around and show an exhibit countrywide.
And I believe you've actually manufactured another one now.
We have a Mark II Spitfire. Yeah, it's taken 8 years to build, and that's with my son involvement as well.
You've obviously learned something from the first build.
I learned a lot from the first build, yeah, definitely.
And what's the new aircraft going to represent?
It's a Mark II Spitfire, same squadron, 64 Squadron.
Who was the pilot of that aircraft?
It's a pilot called John Rowden.
And did he survive the war?
No, he sadly was killed in 12th of April 1941.
In the aircraft that you've
In
copied?
the aircraft that we've based his one on.
So the new aircraft's going to be a memorial to Mr. Rowden then?
Yeah, that certainly is, yeah.
And when will we see that aircraft out?
We should be out for the season of next year, being the 85th anniversary of the Battle of Britain.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Terry, thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Fish fingers or something you're giving us.